Hello, listeners. Welcome to the Failing with Style podcast. I am one of your co-hosts, Raul. Joining as our illustrious other co-host, which is Daisy. How you doing?
Good, good. As you can see, now we're both hooked up. We got a mic and
And
headphones,
nice
so
headphones.
coming
Oh
in
my
with some
god!
style today.
I got a little filter popper, so I don't pop my peas.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
was
thing.
told to get a filter popper, but I don't know. So far, so good.
No,
I
I'm good to
haven't
go.
seen the latest, so the latest
Uh,
recording.
this is a pretty sweet setup. It was actually really nice. Like surprised how sweet the setup is.
It's
It's
good.
good to record also in this location in comparison to the other location I was recording at.
Yes, I'm very proud of that. The other location you were recording was a little stressful, I have to
It
say,
was max
for the
stress.
both of us. You more, probably.
It was definitely max stress for me. So uh, before we both came to this episode in a weird way because I think both of us we don't have many losses, but we have wins, and I don't. It's weird. We were meant to talk about our failures here. We're meant to talk about like, kind of our losses, but I think it's time that we should. It's been 5 episodes. We should celebrate some of our
Yeah,
wins.
yeah.
So
Sometimes it's good to do that.
it
Actually, when
is.
I win, I celebrate big. Like, it doesn't matter how small the win is. I'm just like, we're going to dinner tonight. We're eating
Oh,
pizza.
nice. Oh,
Yeah.
this is the okay. As a single person, this is one of those things that I miss about like having a girlfriend or having like a spouse, is because you get to celebrate. Like you have someone always that's going to be there to celebrate those things with you. That's
Yeah,
one of
but
the things
why
I miss
can't
the
you
most.
just celebrate yourself? Go to the movies or
I'm a
something.
dork, bro. I'm annoying. I'm so awkward. I'm a guy with a beard, and I'm like husky, so like it's just weird if I go somewhere and celebrate on my own. Like
Why?
I
Everyone's
don't
gonna
know.
be scared of you.
I'm always thinking that way.
They're
I've
like, who
always
is
thought
this
about that
creep
way.
by
That I always feel
himself?
like I look creepy or I look like weird, something like that. That's always the
No,
thought I
man,
have.
it's all in your head.
The problem.
Yeah, just go. Just go to dinner. Go to Pollo Tropical. And that's
Oh,
it.
oh, oh, what a fancy dinner.
That's how
PD.
big I celebrate.
That's a pretty big move nowadays,
Yeah.
considering the prices of everything. So without further ado, what was your win? Talk to me about your wins.
Well, I mean, I guess my win sort of came from a failure.
Okay.
So, yeah, but first win is that I had a vacation last week, and that was very
Oh,
nice. It was
nice.
Eric's birthday. We went up and hiked the mountains. We went to the hot springs. It was really nice. I recommend. Um, so I had a chance to refresh because I feel like before I was a little stressed out because everything was stacking on top of each other and it was getting annoying. And so it was nice to step back, and that felt like a win. But then this week, I had homework to turn in, and I actually did all my homework on time before my vacation, so I didn't have to worry about it. And one of them was my perspective homework. And this is the failure part, is that like I've been turning in my homework and
Mm-hmm.
my feedback has felt pretty bad. Have you experienced feedback before?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, as a comedian, right? Like you get it all the time.
I get it while doing the thing.
Yeah. Like heckling, they
It
heckle at
happened to
you.
me. Ironically, okay, the same place where the girl who took the usher joke wrong, the same place, same situation.
Mm.
So not same situation. Doing the joke, and almost from the same area of this bar, a guy just goes, "Get to the joke," and I'm like, "Christ, bro, freaking okay,
Your
all
setup was
right."
too long.
It was too long of a setup, or something was going on,
Yeah.
or I was making it uncomfortable. I don't know. So talk to me.
Yeah, so
Talk to
like
me
it
about
sucks
this
at the
feedback.
time, but then you're like, maybe I should get
Yeah,
to the
no,
joke.
I should. Yes,
Yeah.
no, got me words.
Okay, so every time I get feedback in these classes, I started bringing one of these. So it's like a stress ball,
Mm-hmm.
so that I don't react. So I could just like squeeze the ball as they're telling me how bad I am at my stuff. So I mean, this is lately, like this is new for me because some teachers are very good with their feedback, some are very direct, and if you don't understand how to take feedback, or like, you just need to take your feelings out of it and just take it in. But for me, that's a little difficult. So I'm learning how to take the feedback. It's not that I'm reactive, but I hurt a little bit inside. I'm like, damn, I
Yeah.
worked so hard. I did all this stuff. I made sure to take my time with it, and I'm still not getting it right.
It's because we all put in, especially when it's something we work hard on. It's going to be emotional, no matter
Mm-hmm.
how we receive it, is good or bad. It's going to be emotional, the response. So but that's really cool. That's actually a very good idea, Daisy. Like control, like physically manifesting, like the
Mm-hmm.
pressure and the stress and putting into the ball. It's actually a really good practice. That's actually like really smart, honestly.
Yeah, it's funny how it came to be is because I started having some pain in here, and my physical therapist was like, "Oh, you should squeeze the ball so it can." So you're doing like two things at the same time, and I was like, "Oh, but it's a stress ball too, so it's great."
Oh my god.
So whatever, that's been like weekly. I For like the past 7 weeks, I haven't been getting good feedback. It's sort of, I mean, the feedback is constructive, right? But I never get the, "Oh, this is great work, this is excellent." And like, I hear other people getting it, and then you fall into this comparison trap,
Yeah.
which is something that I need to work on too. But I started changing the way I looked at things, and this last class, which is what felt like the win, was the way that I approached it. So instead of like comparing myself to them and feeling bad about myself, I paid attention to who he was giving the compliments to, and then I would look at their work to see what they're doing right so that I could apply it to my work, you know.
Okay.
So instead of falling into that jealousy or like envious feeling, I'm using it for my benefit and being like, okay, what did they do right? They're obviously doing something good, so let me see, break it down, and then try to use it for my work. So I was starting that approach, and I did that this week. And then my win was, first it was like, "Oh, okay, Daisy, good, good, not bad, not bad." I was like, "Oh shit, not bad." And then they're like, "Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good." And I'm
Oh,
like, texting Eric, "I got pretty good." Because it's been 7 weeks. I haven't gotten something like that, and I
yeah.
really took the time. It felt great because, first of all, I had a relaxing week. Then, the beginning of the week, I made sure to finish all my homework. So I had that done. I didn't have to worry about it. And I got good feedback. So it
There you
was
go.
nice. It felt great because I feel like I've been working hard towards it. And I didn't celebrate it, though. I got to do something about it.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. You gotta have another vacation that you go to the
Right.
hot springs or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
My
I'm
favorite
just
food
letting you
or
know,
cake.
Andrew, our homie, our
Mm-hmm.
mutual homie. I saw him this week. I got to see him this week, and he's already planning on a trip. I'm going to see you and see you
Oh,
guys.
yeah,
So
but
it's like
that's in October, I think,
October.
right?
So he
Mhm.
invited me,
Oh, nice.
and since we were talking about this now, I've actually wanted to, we can do an in person failing with style
Oh, what
with
you
Andrew.
we gotta figure out the dates because he told me about that,
Yeah.
and I'm actually like going away the day after to
Oh.
California
Oh. Okay.
for the Lightbox event.
Oh,
So
no worries, no worries. But
yeah, it's a networking for artists event.
no, that's good. That's good.
Hmm. But maybe
Definitely.
we should figure it out. Yeah,
But
I'm
we
down
should.
for that.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow,
for sure.
Andrew, stepping
Andrew,
up.
Andrew stepping up, not only criticizing my statistics, but also stepping up and like trying to get involved.
Awesome. So, do you want to
Uh,
talk about your win?
yes. So I had a few big wins, huge wins, honestly. So Friday, I've been talking with another comedian. His name is Adrian. He's my boy. Love this guy. I kind of wish if I started the company earlier, not earlier, if I started a company while he was doing comedy, he would have been my compatriot. He would have been a part of the company by far.
Mm-hmm.
He's been pushing this idea of like, hey, maybe we should approach the improv. Maybe we should and just see what happens. And I was like, okay, you have my business's green light. You have my green light. pitch it to them, whatever. So then he calls me Friday and goes, we're in the Improv. It's going to be the first Tuesday, not the first Tuesday, excuse me, the Tuesday of Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be big. And it's me, him, a few other comedians that I love. We're going to try and get a pretty well-known headliner. But it's going to be our first. It's going to be the first time I perform professionally at the Improv.
Oh, nice.
So that is pretty huge.
That's a Miami Improv, right?
The Miami Improv, yeah.
And on Thanksgiving?
It's going to be a Tuesday of Thanksgiving. So
nice. That's a big deal, dude.
It's going to be big, yeah. And we even like coming up with like kind of a funky name for it. So it's going to be exciting. I'm really excited for it. And I'm thinking about it like it's a win. It's a win that they recognize that we have the potential to fill out the Miami Improv is exciting.
Yeah.
That they gave us the chance is exciting. Now, it's a win in that sense, but now I have to work towards that win. I have to work to fulfill the win. So that's my win, part of my win. Another win, literally 2 hours later, I get a call from a representative of the Miccosukee tribe.
Oh, man.
And we're going to be doing a show for the Miccosukee as well.
What?
And that is bananas. That's something that's actually a personal goal I had.
Yeah.
Since I started doing comedy, I've always wanted to perform for the Miccosukee, and hopefully we're not going to be performing in their theater yet. We're performing in an outdoor area. But with the idea of like, if we can make it happen, we're in the theater.
Is that, so the Miccosukee is the casino, right?
The casino.
And they have a theater in there.
They do have a theater in there. I know that.
Wow, you know what's amazing is that they approached you. That's pretty awesome.
And that came about.
From another one?
You get mad at me about the yes thing, but this is the yes thing. This is the yes thing coming to fruition. So I set up and did a show the day of a Heat game, and I knew it was going to be probably a no-show show. That it was just rough marketing. It was during the time like we've been having really bad rain for the past few weeks in Miami, but also the Heat game. Any big sports things happening in conjunction with live entertainment, the sports thing's going to win always, every single time.
I don't know why I can't stand sports. Don't kill me, guys. But
some people. Betting. Honestly, a lot of people bet, especially now that sports betting is very legal now.
Oh yeah,
across the nation, a lot of people definitely watch sports to bet and stuff like that. But nonetheless, I still went forward with the show. I set up. I took out the stage. I did everything. Not a soul came. Not a soul came. There was zero people. I haven't had one of those.
Like not even one. Not even one. Oh my god! Was it like right across the stadium or something? Where was it?
No, it was in West Miami. The only two reasons I did is because one, I hate canceling. I hate canceling a show, especially if like the venue still wants to go with the show. And then number two is on our Eventbrite. We use Eventbrite kind of like as an aggregator. We use it to bring people to our shows to make it aware, because Eventbrite's a big post board, pretty much, honestly. And on our Eventbrite, there was a lot of spaces. There was a lot of tickets reserved, like over 60.
Oh, and for that day?
For that day. But the problem is those tickets are reserved. I will tell you this. If you ever use Eventbrite in that aspect, and you're doing like a free show, for example, don't trust it. Don't trust it at all. Most often, night, half that number turns out, and that's good. But it was the confluence of that Eventbrite was up for a while, so a lot of those tickets were taken like weeks before the Heat game. The Heat game came, the weather came, and I think also the Panthers were playing the same night as well. So it was all that was like a perfect storm to make this like a bad turnout. So,
but you got to win from that, right?
This is the win. There was a guy. He was a chef there, Hibachi 305. I love this guy. Thank you so much. He's a
thank you 305 Hibachi.
He's not a food truck, but now there's these like food guys that they come with like a tent. They have like their kitchen. They set it up quick, and they do their food. So he showed up, and he saw my setup, and he was like, "Man, you guys are like, you set up pretty quick. You're really fast. You're really professional." Sucks that no one showed up, but I know people. Maybe they can help you out one day. And I was like, "Yeah, thank you, bro. We're gonna be in another venue." So then he found us. He came. He worked another show I did, which was down in Homestead. That show we had like a little bit of a turnout. It was not too bad. And he was listening the whole time. He was like, "Bro, you guys are hilarious. You guys are funny as hell. And I'm gonna push you guys to these people." And I was like, "Okay." And he put me in contact with the Mikasuki, and then the Mikasuki got a hold of me. So a lot of things, I hate saying, I want to make sure like things do matter. Merit matters. Like my performances do matter, but also like connections do matter so greatly in any form of business. So that came about. That was awesome. Then we also, this week, I mean, we're going to put this out later, but this week is SuperCon. We're doing 3 shows for SuperCon, which is
nice.
Huge.
SuperCon is in Orlando?
In Miami. It's in
Miami?
MegCon was the one we did in Orlando, but this one's in Miami. This is the big combo convention of Miami. And we're happy that we got 3 shows, but we're going to have to work on filling it out and stuff like that or whatever. SuperCon on Sunday, yesterday, posted on their social media, on their Twitter, on their Instagram, our events.
Nice.
And that was like, it was like 3 different organizations kind of legitimize the company, which was bananas to me. Like SuperCon, the Improv, and Mikasuki in unison, almost all 3 of them greenlit shows for us and like did stuff for us. So I can't thank enough all those organizations, but it made me feel wow, like this is like a crazy moment.
Yeah, it is a big deal. All your hard work is paying off.
Yeah. All the yeses.
All the yeses. Damn, dude. Did you take some time to like sit in that and like really celebrate all your wins?
The one, like, not blow up. It was actually I want to say the least momentous of the 3, but when SuperCon posted our shows on their social media, on like not just Twitter, not just on Instagram, on Facebook, posted it everywhere. Like I was with Andrew, we were in a nice part of Miami, and I was like freaking out. And I was sharing it with the whole group. I called my friends. I called my brother. Aww. I was like, "Oh my god, this is like momentous. This is like this is the forward movement I've been waiting for, kind of." And it's great, and it's so awesome. I'm so excited, and I do know there's a ton of hard work coming for me the next couple of weeks, but getting all these things are like little rewards for me, even though it just means I'm working more. it's it is these big. Are big things. These are not like a bar show. This is like the big stuff.
Let me ask you, how long have you been working on this? Like how was it, a year, 2 years since you've started?
So I started comedy.
To see how much you've been doing hard work to get up to this point, because I feel like, and sorry, before you start,
go ahead.
But I just feel like sometimes people just see the successes and they don't see how hard you've worked towards your goal. So I think, yeah, I want to know.
So I started comedy in August of 2020, like right after the WHO report came out. So I'm 2.5, 3 years in the game. I've been, not many people know this. I take a change of clothes with me to my day job every single day, because I'm either going to a show that I already had pre-planned that I'm going to, or someone for sure is going to call me out of the blue and like, "Hey, someone dropped out. Can you fill out the show?" So I was doing that. I was also just going to open mics. I tell a story a lot, but like during the pandemic, there was a limit on open mics. So you get like these huge congregations of comedians from like not only from Miami but from Broward, from West Palm Beach, and these open mics. And these open mic lists will go 35 deep. 35 deep. So you would show up. I would show up at 8:30. I remember I would leave work, fly to Fort Lauderdale to get on a mic list. Get there at 8:30, and I was not touching that stage. I was not touching that mic until like 11:30 or 12 o'clock at night.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm only performing in front of comedians.
And then you had to work the next day, right?
And then I had to work the next day.
Wow.
And I had to keep doing that. I kept doing that. And doing 3 mics a night, doing as many mics as you can just to get good, just to get awareness. Also, while doing all this, marketing myself. I still do this to this day.
Mm-hmm.
I'll find a venue. I'll pass by a venue, a new place that opens up, and I'll get out of my car and I'll give like the sticker we have, the
Dade County Comedy,
the little Dade County Comedy sticker with the QR code, which I'm going to get a card soon because ironically, also this weekend, the Saturday, I had a pretty awesome weekend.
Yeah, okay, this is Raul's podcast.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No. I think we should showcase because this is a big win. So I'm happy to to give it over.
So Saturday was a crazy day for me. I worked an event for the municipality, the township of Cutler Bay. I did that show. It was a clean show. It was like kind of a corporate show almost. And a representative from a major insurance company approached me. I was like, hey, do you do corporate gigs and stuff like that? And I'm like, yeah, we'll do it. And I gave him the sticker, and I'm like, I really need to get business cards. I really need to get like legitimate,
put the sticker on his water
real business cards. Like the QR code's cute and stuff like that, but I think people would appreciate a real business card. So I have to get real business cards. Is one thing I have to do. So I did that show, and then I went from there to another municipality. I did a show for the township of Florida City. And then on that show, I met like the county commissioner for the city. I met like a bunch of other people there, and the cops there. And they want me to do a show for them on August 1st. So I'm like, yeah, I'll do the show on August 1st, whatever. And it just keeps growing. And then at night, I did a bingo in Oakland Park. So I went all the way from Florida City to Oakland Park that night.
Which is like how far? That's
like
an
hour and a half drive.
An hour, yeah.
An hour and a half drive. And then, but I do this grind, and even though all these things may not be successful for me, it's part of the experience, and it's part of like just the grind of working hard and trying to like see what sticks and see what works. I'm not saying that I have great jokes. I'm never gonna say I'm a great comedian, but I am gonna try my hardest and my damnedest to win over audiences, to try to make a venue comfortable and trust in me and what I can do. Mm-hmm. So, these are kind of like finally I know these are not considered fruits maybe because they're just more jobs, but these are a little bit of the fruits of my labor that I feel, you know.
Yeah, dude, you deserve it, man. You deserve it. I remember, dude, like when we first met, I mean, you had a good work ethic since I've met you. It's always been there. And then so to transfer that over to your passion, I mean, you're just going to be successful in that sense because you have that ingrained in you, you know? And yeah, good job. This is amazing. Everybody has to text Raul or DM him and tell him congratulations for all his hard work, and then tell him it's okay to go out alone, and if you want to go on a date with him, message him as well. Because he is winning, guys, and when he gets big, he's not going to know who you are. So except us, you know.
Yes. The crew. Oh, the cruise, I love it.
Yeah, dude, congrats, man.
Thank you.
And then I remember when you called me too, 2020. It was like right before I did my career change. You called me, and then you were like, I'm going to be a comedian. And then you told me a joke. I forgot what joke it was. I think it was something about a cigar or something. I don't know.
I have
Do you remember
no idea.
that? I don't know. It was the Cuban joke.
It was probably a Cuban joke. I used
Yeah.
to do like this frutas joke, like this joke about like the currency in Hispanic communities and stuff like that. I did it this Saturday. It went okay.
You may have to change that one.
I had to work. I had to tighten it up. Tighten it up.
Yeah. But yeah, good work.
Thank
And
you.
then I think shortly after the you told me I got COVID, maybe like the following year. But COVID sort of gave me the epiphany to change my career. So it's so
Yeah,
funny how
man.
stuff like that happens.
I hate looking at the pandemic this way, but it changed my perspective on things a lot. It changed my feelings about things. I don't share this on the show, but I went through some hard, like, personal things in my life, real
Mm.
hard. Like, to the point that I wasn't working. Like, when you guys saw me in our job, when we all met, me, you, me, and Andrew, and everybody, that was the first time I actually had a job in like 2 years. And one of the reasons why is because I just went through like a massive, massive depression because of just things that happened in my life. So
You know what's
to come
crazy
from,
is that when I started that job, like the bad thing had just happened to me.
it
So it's kind of crazy how that works out, right? Like somehow things just align. I don't
does.
know. I get a little cosmic sometimes.
No, it does. And then, I also have like, guess like Catholic guilt, or I have like this like karma
Uh-huh.
that all these great things happened. All these awesome things happened, like pa 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 pa. And I'm like, oh my God, something horrible is coming along.
Don't think like that. No, dude. Just enjoy the win and ride the wave.
Yeah.
It's sort of like you never know what's gonna happen. I mean, you're gonna be on your highs and I mean, a low is gonna come, but you just gotta ride the wave. It'll be
Yeah.
fine. So right now, just enjoy it. You're on the high right now. Don't think about the bad things that are to come. They're gonna come, but like right now, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, if all these things go well, if all these things happen, I've been thinking about it for the past 2 days. I'm gonna have to make a big change, a big one,
Damn, a
and
lifestyle
that
change.
that lifestyle change is gonna be very, 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 very scary for me.
And
But
exciting.
exciting, definitely exciting.
Mm-hmm.
But that's if all these things work out. I know it's a lot of them, and I'm not trying to say that like all of them have to work out for me to do the thing, but like if they do work out, that's gonna be like the marker. That's gonna be the alarm selling off. Like, hey, it's time.
Yeah, and then I think preparation is key. Try not
Yeah,
to focus too much on the big goal, but more the little goals to get there.
yeah. But
Nice.
and I thought I was dreaming one day. Like
Yeah.
literally, it was crazy getting that call from Mikasuki and the improv like within hours of each other. Within hours,
Mm-hmm.
it was bananas. I was like, Jesus
You're like, I
Christ,
can't even handle this excitement in
this
my
is
body right now.
like
I'm about
one
to
of these
blow
things.
up.
One of these things. If you told me them a month ago, one of these things was gonna happen, I would have like lost my shit.
Yeah.
But the fact that like all of them, like it's great.
Nice. All right, man. Yeah, I think we should wrap it up on that
Okay.
high note.
Yes. Yes.
um, you want to
Do you
ask
have a quote?
ride the wave?
Ride
Maybe
the
something like
wave. Ride the
that.
wave.
Just ride
Okay,
the
ride the
wave.
wave. Just ride the wave, man.
I don't
Is
even surf. I hate going into the ocean. I drowned once.
oh my god.
It was very little. My brain is still intact. It was like a
Yeah,
small
thank God.
little scare. I was like 2 years old when it happened.
oh my god. Okay.
But yeah, ride the
So
wave. Ride the
ride the
wave.
wave. Ride the wave. In fact, actually, speaking of that, 616. So June 16th. I didn't know people celebrated this. It's Stitch's day. It's Stitch Day
What
apparently.
is that?
So like from Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, I love Lilo and
So
Stitch.
he's Experiment 616. So people are now celebrating June 16th as Stitch Day.
Is that a federal holiday? Can we
I
get
don't
it
know.
off?
But I saw a lot of marketing for it recently. That was really funny to me. So yes, we want to have you guys tell us stuff because I feel like even though me and Daisy are well experienced in failure, we sometimes we need someone from the outside to give their perspective. So if you've heard of any of our previous failures and any of our older podcasts or any of our past episodes, and you just want to discuss it further with us, please feel free to reach out to us at our Instagram, which is Failing with Style Pod, or you can even email us at failingwithdaisy and Raul at gmail.com.
You can also leave a YouTube comment.
You can also leave a YouTube comment.
We can get back to you and we'll showcase it on the next episode.
Yeah. So where can nice people find your art, Daisy?
All right, so I did a big
You're
change.
Pretty good art. You're pretty good art.
Thanks. You saw I posted my perspective boxes?
Yes, it was awesome.
Yeah, I got a lot of likes. You were right.
Because I think you see it as just lines, but for I see the 3-dimensional properties of it, and I think it's awesome. And it's also showing your progression. Especially if you're following your account, you can see the progression of your talent as it grows.
And it was done without a ruler, I have to say. Those are all my straight lines.
Oh. Yeah. So I just remember something. Mm-hmm. We promised this 2 episodes ago and we didn't do it.
What? I know, we've been making a lot of promises.
We've been we need to write down you know what? We have that note app.
Yeah, the Google
and we haven't kept this. You have to draw a perfect circle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So we got to make that happen.
We got to draw the perfect circle. We got to go through our origin story.
Yes.
We're making a list, guys. We'll get to it eventually. Just bear with us. This is why we're failing with style. So follow me at Daisy Veciana. My last name is spelled Veciana. I'm on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and you can find me on the YouTube. Yes. Well, not through my name, but with the Failing with Style podcast. How about you, Raul?
You can find me currently at RDHITO 87 on all social media. I might change that soon, but it's not yet. But you can always find me at Raul Hernandez. If you type in Raul Hernandez comedian, I come up. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty confident on that one. So just use one of those 2 ways to look me up.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thanks for listening.
Thank you. All right. Bye.
Bye.